Good morning, students. Today I'll be taking EVS class, and today's chapter is 9. The topic is air around us. Now, before we start these chapters, please listen to me. I have already taught you all chapter on house, clothes, food, water, festivals, isn't it? But today now we'll come to know about the air. As you know that air we find air is around us, and it is very important to know the importance of the air because it plays a very important role in our life. Now, please pay attention. This is the chapter. Yes. Page 48. Page 48. Air around us. Air is all around us. Means suppose I'm sitting, I cannot see, but I can feel the air. But it is all around us. But we cannot see. Human beings, plants, animals need air to live. So, means the other words, all living things needs air to live. Here it has said about the human being, plants and animals. These three things are only living things, isn't it? So, we need air to live. We cannot live without air. Living things cannot live without air. We cannot see air. Air we cannot see. It is invisible. But we can feel the air when it moves. Now see the picture. You can feel the air if you fan yourself. Suppose you take a fan or a copy, just fan, you can feel the air. So when you're driving a scooty or a bike or a car, if you're beside the window, you can feel the air. Now another thing, air has weight. We should know that air has got weight. Now how we'll come to know that air has weight? Take two footballs. You know football? So you take first two footballs. Fill one with air. As you know, the football inside they pump air. That's why it's blown out. Otherwise its bladder is flat. When you buy a football, it is flat. You pump air in it and it blows up and it gets filled up. The ball gets filled up. Now the other one has no air inside. So you take two balls. One has got no air in it. Put both of them in a balance. Shown in the picture. Just see in the picture. This has got no air and this has got air. Now what happened? Let us see the trick. Put both of them on a balance as shown in the picture. What do you see? The football with air inside it goes down. So where you put on the weight balance, the ball which is inflated by air, it goes downwards. This is because air inside has weight. So the side where the ball is filled with air, it goes down, because when you put a heavy thing, you find in the weighing machine, it goes down, the balance goes down. And which is light, it stays up. So by this we can understand that air has weight. So how we can understand? We'll take two balls, one with air in it and one without air in it. And when we put it on the weight balance, we find The ball with the air, it goes down because it has weight. And the ball which doesn't have air in it, it goes up. So this is an example to show that air has weight. Now we are going to see air takes space. Air takes space, how to know that anything you take, inside that air is present. Now how we are going to find out? See. Blow air inside a balloon. Most of you blow balloons, isn't it? Take a balloon and blow it. You see it will blow up. The balloon gets bigger. As you keep blowing, it becomes bigger. Why? This is because air that goes inside the balloon fills the space inside it and makes it bigger. Got it? So what it is? When we fill the balloon with air, it becomes bigger. Otherwise, balloon is so small. It's a rubber, so small. But when we put in air, it slowly becomes bigger. This proves that air takes space. To find out air has weight, we have seen this example, one ball with the air filled in it and a ball without air. And here we will find that air occupies space. How we will come to know? By what happened when we take a balloon and we start blowing it, it becomes bigger. So the more air goes in, it becomes bigger. Now uses of the air. Whatever you find, you have to know their uses also. Like we came to know the uses of the clothes, uses of the house, uses of food, uses of water. Today we'll come to know the uses of the air. Human beings, animals, plants need air to breathe. So, who needs air to breathe? It's human beings, animals and plants needs air to breathe. Because if we don't breathe, we will die. So, we need air to breathe. Air can be filled into footballs, swimming tubes, and tires. So air is used for what? For the living things like human beings, animal, plants to breathe. Second point, air is needed to fill the footballs, swimming tubes and tires. Third, uses of air is air helps to dry wet clothes. See, when the clothes are washed, we put it on the balcony or outside on the terrace. Why? Because there is air. Due to air, the clothes dries up fast. Air is needed for burning. This is another interesting point. Children, keep in mind, the air is needed for burning also. Look at the picture there. Ask your mother to light a candle. Cover the candle with a glass jar. After you take a candle, put it into the glass jar and cover it. It will keep burning inside that pot, but not for a long time. Why? The candle will burn inside, but not for a long time. As much, it will burn for a few seconds, but it will go off. Why? Because as you cover, there is no more air inside present, and therefore which the candle blows off. And the candle which is there in the jar with the half lid open, it burns because air is there which has oxygen in it. and other gases present in it which helps to in burning. Why do you think the candles goes off? This is because there is no air in the jar. So when you cover the jar totally, the candle will not burn at all. It will go off. It's clear to you? So we came to know another thing. Let us know that air, in air, there is two gases are present. Though it's not written in the book, let me tell you. One is oxygen and carbon dioxide. There are many also more gases which present in the air, but when you grow big, you'll come to know. So the oxygen which is present in the air, that which help us to breathe in. We living things breathe in oxygen which is present in the air. So air plays an important role in our life, because without air we cannot live. It's clear to you all? So next day I'll be teaching you the moving air winds and the air pollution. So today up till here, we'll meet on the next class. So far go over it, and next day I'll be teaching you moving air, in which we'll come to know what is wind, what is breeze, what is storm, and air pollution also we'll come to know. So children, bye, we'll meet on the next class again. Okay?